Once again, good morning, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here. So, it's 16 minutes behind scheduled time. We're just trying to wait for a couple more people to join us, but it's okay to respect the time of those who came in. So, we're just going to get it started right away. I'll probably be talking louder than I should because of the live, so that it can capture the voice. So I just go straight to the point. I'm sure that you have all most likely read it. You're not supposed to have gotten the press release until I started reading, but it's fine. So I'll just go straight to the point. I don't know if it's just good to have people introduce themselves. Yeah, I think that's fine. Introduce yourselves and the media house that you represent, and then I just get it started. In 45 minutes max, we should be wrapping this up so that we don't waste too much of time.
Okay, good afternoon all. I'm Likon, team leader on Data Technologies.
Please.
Good afternoon, I'm representing the media.
Media, thank you.
My name is Mercy Benjamin. I'm representing myself and Nigeria.
Thank you very much.
I'm Tolu by name, brilliance updates.
Brilliance updates, okay, good.
My name is Rotsumigi. I'm representing Nigerian Tribune.
Nigerian Tribune, okay.
My name is Kolonari Wadra, I'm representing the Body Media.
Thank you. My name is Babatunde Ojibara, representing everybody. Okay, so I'll just get straight to it, and we'll continue. It is with pure excitement that I welcome the gentlemen of the press to this epoch-making global press conference. I'm indeed very grateful to all the media houses represented here today and to those watching online as well. I want to state very loudly and clearly that as an individual, a brand, a thought leader, and founder of a fast-growing theatre production company, I have enjoyed a very productive relationship with the media, and I do not take this for granted. I can boldly say that over the years, the brand Mr. Rain has enjoyed tremendous support from the print, electronic, and social media. Once again, I say thank you and welcome. The purpose of this gathering is to announce to the world about great things happening in the city of Ibadan. And when we say Ibadan to the world, we are not joking. It is no news that the Nigerian entertainment industry has become a full force to reckon with globally, and the cradle to that entertainment in southwest Nigeria is Ibadan. For some of us, especially myself, carrying on that legacy is a lifetime ambition, and I am putting serious work to create and add value to the world using my skills, talents, and potentials. Mr. Rain Unattached is an unusual stand-up comedy show which seeks to create an atmosphere where the audience can have genuine laughs, while also helping them to see that there can always be a reason to laugh irrespective of what life brings forth. Facts show that laughter increases our self-esteem, which causes pleasant sensations and help eliminate negative feelings like sadness and even depression. stated above is exactly why what the show is set out to achieve. Being the first of its kind in the city, the show was creatively and strategically designed to serve a certain sect of the society who recognize class and appreciate value because they themselves are valuable. Having recorded a huge success in the very first edition both in Ibadan and Lagos, the second edition is poised and positioned to record a bigger success yet in both cities. And this feat cannot be achieved without the support and input of the press and by extension, media houses. While this may seem like the regular comedy show, as there are many of them out there, I can assure you that this is much more than a comedy show. It was specifically designed to give a sweet combination of an experience and an adventure in just one sitting. The records and testimonials from last year's event tells us that we have not only raised the bar for how comedy shows are being viewed and perceived from the perspective of the audience, but other show promoters are also looking into stepping up their game using Mr. Rain Unattached as a benchmark. While a comedy special sees a comedian perform alone for an average duration of 90 minutes isn't a new concept in the Western world. It was certainly uncommon in this part of the world, especially Ibadan. However, the story changed in 2022 when Mr. Rain performed a 90 minutes non-stop comedy at his event, Mr. Rain Unattached. This has significantly changed the mindset that comedians are unserious and perhaps lazy. Mr. Rain Unattached has allowed me prove that comedians are indeed one of the most hardworking and intelligent individuals in the entertainment industry. This type of show helps to bring a change, allows the audience get the best of their favorite comedians, and have an all-round satisfaction and entertainment at the show. Mr. Rain Unattached set a mind-blowing record last year in Lagos and Ibadan, and this year promises to be bigger and better. For one, there are many innovations attached to the Mr. Rain 2023 edition, which will blow the audience mind. As a professional theatre artist, the concept of the total theatre will be deployed to create an enjoyable experience and fulfilling adventure for the audience. Give them full value for their money and time. I can bet that everyone who attends will have beautiful, long-lasting memories of the event. While we experimented with a couple of ideas in the areas of ticketing and show style in 2022, which we boldly say was a massive success, the Mr. Rain brand isn't stopping at that. This year, we are partnering with a tech organization, Dondada Technologies, to introduce a technology to allow for easy access to being part of the event and the output of the show generally. Life is easy with tech, they say. It is on this note that I say Mr. Rain Unattached will happen yet again in Ibadan and Lagos on Sunday, August 27th and Sunday, October 29th, 2023 respectively. The theme for this year, funny but true, seeks to address issues ranging from education to politics, lifestyle, social issues, relationships, marriages, and everything in between. I therefore welcome you all to kindly be a part of this journey as we constantly put this city on the map and also inspire other entertainers, letting them know that they can do much more than they are currently doing. I also want to let them know that they can explore new dimensions they haven't even thought of, only if they give themselves a reason to try. I am aware that the media plays a very vital role in helping to explode this narrative. Finally, I say thank you for the support in the past, thank you for the present support, and thank you in advance for your continued support. I will be willing to answer any questions and give clarifications where necessary. On behalf of myself and my team, I say thank you again, and you are welcome. Thank you very much for listening, and thank you for your time. So just before we go ahead, it would also be a good time to unveil or show us, being first respondent as it were, what the event poster itself looks like. What has been outside has been the Anticipate, Watch Out, coming soon, and then the next one that came out is the press conference that you're looking at behind us here. And we wanted the press conference to launch the campaign, and then you also be the first set of people to see what the poster looks like with full details as we go ahead. 7th. So pretty much the poster is the picture is looking like someone who is taking an oath, and it's because I promised to say the truth and nothing but the funny truth. So that's the concept of the picture, and we hope the design is fine enough to attract or curiosity or attract show. So will be different. Okay, so thank you. So one of the things that we did last year, I think it was one of the things that we also introduced to the event in Ibadan, which is to say that we are not going to sell tickets at the event venue. I don't know if I've seen too many of them around in Ibadan. And one of the things that happened with that is that, this is one of the reasons why we go to events and the events are starting late, because the show promoters are waiting for people to come. And then those who peradventure come early will say what a man shame bad on him, but you won't blame the show promoters. He needs to make money, and the people who are supposed to buy the tickets are still at home or on their way, so they are trying to buy time. So, and we did say that it's been a culture, doesn't mean that it cannot change. So we insisted that we are not going to sell tickets at the event venue, and we're not going to sell tickets on the day of the event, which means that we have to sell all our tickets before. It was quite a challenge because people were not used to buying tickets weeks, months before the show. But I tell you that at least 1 week to the event last year, we had sold all the tickets that were needed to be sold, both in Ibadan and in Lagos. All right. And so this year, we thought that we want to try selling our tickets online, strictly online. We're not printing tickets yet. We are still we tried. We experimented that last year, not selling tickets at the event venue, and it worked. And we want to stop spoon feeding our audience too much. We want to also be able to tell them that this is what happens. And so many times say, it cannot happen in Ibadan, and it's majorly because we have not tried it, majorly because we have not given the audience an alternative. So this year, what we are also experimenting is, first off, we have established that every Mr. Rain show will not, the comedy show, will not sell tickets on the event venue and on the day of the show. Now what we want to do is to say, we are selling all our tickets online. So people say, people are skeptical, people don't buy tickets online, people don't buy tickets online. And it's true, many people have tried it to sell tickets online. Many people have had sales points where you put your ticket somewhere to go and buy. At the end of the show, you go to that place and go and collect all the tickets that you put there. That's what we are also willing to do, and that's why we are bringing in technology to say we are not, because the show is also about creating and setting some standards for us here in Ibadan that can compete anywhere. All right, and if we all can order for food online, order for whatever it is online, we should be able to buy our tickets online. Alright, people are skeptical about tickets. It's my food, it's food I want to eat. Why should I buy a ticket online? But we also have some strategies around it to say, look, this ticket, if you want to be a part of the show, you have to buy it online. You really want to come. We are providing this is Data Technologies, we're working together, and it is the software developer, where you can pay in installments on. So if you really want to come, you can start paying 2,000 naira now between now and that day. You would. I don't think I've seen any platform where you want to buy a ticket and they say you can pay 2 times or 3 times. So if you really want to come, we're going to start making noise about it and say, okay, you want to between now and August 27th. If you really want to come, and you really want to come, you can start breaking down your money and say today, the day your money completes 10 naira, 10k, the system automatically generates your ticket for you. So if you put 5,000 naira there today, it's there. You can always go back and see that your money is there. So the day it completes 10,000 naira, you get your ticket automatically, and then we too are allotted. You get. So those are some of the things that we're playing with technology this year. Thank you.
Yes, we want to do differently apart from that last year, apart from the technology of the day. In terms of content delivery.
Yeah.
What other things do people should be different?
Yeah, so looking forward to in the press release, I did say that as a professional theatre practitioner, so some of us will know me very well. As a matter of fact, it was even a lot of it was part of some of the things that people were, because a lot of people didn't know me as a comedian until last year. But the truth is, I was a comedian. Because there were too many comedy shows in the city, and there wasn't nobody was doing theatre, and I studied theatre. I said, okay, let me just dive back to theatre, So last year I just thought, well, having stereotype comedy shows, let me do a comedy show and just change the narrative a little bit, And then people were like, people who didn't know me as a comedian were like, theatre or do comedy. Even if you now want to do, want to introduce you as a comedian, if you go and start from, 10k, but I thought that people who know me, and people who know what the brand's for know that, okay, if Brain decided that he wants to be a comedian today, he's trusted to deliver. Alright, so what are things we want to do this year? I did say that the concept of total theatre will be deployed, and in the world of theatre, when you say a total theatre, it means that you are combining all the elements that makes theatre, from drama to music to dance to aesthetics, all of them. So it means that in my performance, what many of you will be seeing is just not the stand-up comedian, is the total theatre performance. So some of you who have never seen me or heard me sing before, I'm about to shock one of you. And so it works with the content already. I have a music team. So the jokes are in line with you. So we're not also using DJ, we're using full live band. So the jokes are tailored into music into tailoring. Music tailored into the stuff. So I'll be rehearsing with my full live band, my music studios, and just on the peripheral. So on the day of the show, you're able to see much more than that. Very vital role to explode this narrative. Now, this is not like, it's a comedy show, and I don't want to continue using the cliche. It's not your kind of regular comedy show, but it's a different thing. And with what you guys have heard right now, what we need from the media is to say that, look, something different. And the way the media will say something different is the way I will keep saying something is different. Because what else do you want me to say? It's different. It's the best in town. Everybody is the best in town. Everybody is the best selling author. But when somebody else who is here now can help spread that narrative even louder than it is. Basically also, it's not even about spreading the word for sales. Because no matter how we spread the word, we are only going to sell 100 tickets. At the most 104, because the venue is the Viva Cinema seats. It was deliberate to use a place where we're not tempted to do more than we should, because we're trying to create a niche and say, okay, this is our audience. Alright, so the idea for the media is not just even for sales, it's first off to also be able to say that in this city, this kind of things happen in this city. And in one of the lines, I also said that also to be able to inspire other entertainers to think in other dimensions. Because personally, I have heard some showgoers continue to say the same thing alone, you are conjadi because we just want to go out, or we want to go and support this person. So if consistently and constantly somebody is doing something different, what it will do is to naturally spur somebody to say, let me do it something else. I remember when we had a novelty match some time ago, maybe about 3 weeks ago, thereabout, a comedian walked up to me and said he's working on his own special. I was happy. He said, I'm also working on my own special, so I need to go and be doing my income. I mean, whether he's going to do it, whether he's not going to do it, the idea is somebody is already thinking like that. To say, let's do something different. So that's the narrative from the media. Yes, it would affect the Mr. Rain brand, it will affect this. It doesn't stop me from doing my show another time, people coming for my show. It just helps me also know that there are a lot of people who want to do shows, but they don't have shows. Comedy shows are reducing drastically in the city right now. Not because people don't want to do shows, but because the money is not coming. Nobody knows, there's no sponsor giving out money like that. You understand? So if any other person wants to do show, they can take the idea and say, this is what we did, all right, using the cinema, would be that what we just did was to pay for the entire seats, as though we're going to watch a film. So if you're going to buy a movie ticket, which is like 3,000 naira, all right, 3,000 naira times 100 is 300,000. So that with 300,000 naira, you have already secured. You don't have to pay for the screen is there. You don't need excessive decoration for the cinema, or you don't need to be thinking of what to feed the audience, because the 3,000 naira comes with popcorn and drink. So at the most, you want to do publicity, blah 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 blah. If you have some influence and some goodwill that I enjoy, at the most you're spending like just 400k or thereabouts. If you spend too much, you spend 500,000 naira for the show. So if you're able to, out of your 100 tickets, you're able to sell 90, you know, you are already at some 200,000, 300,000, 400,000 naira profit. Do you understand? That's why I said it's in dimension. But once what you are spending what you are investing does not supersede what is coming, it's a profit. You get, and it's also good for us to say that I have not done comedy in a long time. I won't jump and go to MOV 21, you know, and I won't say because I had it sold out in Ibadan and Lagos last year, immediately this year I'm going. No, you have to build that momentum over a while. You get, so it's not jumping from 200,000 to 1 million. It's maintaining that 200,000. Even if you are going to increase just another 50,000, it's progress. And then it comes a time and I say, okay, I think, because nobody is certain that you have to move to the next level. You just have to think, then you try it. And I say, okay, I think that it's time now to move to the big place. That's it. So our business plan, if you really want to draw a business plan and looking at investors, what they'll be asking you for is a 3-year plan, 5 years plan. So you can't tell them that in 2 years. So the business plan for this Mr. Rain Unattached is a 3-year medium short-term plan and a 5-year long-term plan. That's basically it. So we're even able to survive without sponsor because it is what it is.
My question. Aside of being a different show or the comedy, has it ever come to your mind in having the plan of bringing up some upcoming comedians in the show?
Okay. Yeah, it's a question that that came up last year, and people said maybe you should have just given opportunities to some people, you know. But again, that's why it's a comedy special. That's what a comedy special is. A comedy special is, this is the person who is doing the show. What it also helps you to do as an artist is to be able to say, you are sure that anybody who comes to that show has come because of you. Because there's no other person who say, so you're able to also use that to build your audience base and say, okay, everybody already knows that it's only Mr. Rain that will perform. Okay, maybe we just do music or something. So everybody who's coming, you are sure that this person is coming because of you. Or maybe some people will say, because my friend is going, but at the end of the day, they are only coming because of you. So this particular show is not a platform for upcoming or to give. I personally, as a brand, I've given platforms to up and coming. That's a lot what my brand is about, up and coming. But this particular one is also for me to climb the ladder. So let me use this platform to also build myself pretty much.
Time is not included on the graphics.
All right. So you know, okay.
What time?
I think this should have the time. This has the time.
Okay.
Yeah, this
I
has the
wanted
time.
to say, what time do you think will be the perfect time? Because you know it's a Sunday, and definitely everybody will go to church, and
Yeah,
probably
so it's
everybody have their own time. So
yeah, so it's an evening show.
yeah.
It's an evening show, and the beauty of this also that it helps us to keep to time, because once you have bought your tickets, money, I have the money already. I don't have to wait for
I
you.
see what you did there.
I don't have to wait for you. So I'm going to start the show regardless. Again, we're using the cinema hall, which is timed.
Yeah.
You know, last year they said that a movie is coming after my show, so I have to leave the place before the next movie starts. In fact, that's why it reduces. It reduced. I think there was a miscalculation on whatever point in between the performance a movie started playing. So, but I complained to you that they told me that it was each from their own system. So it's time. It's a time show. We start at when we want to start and we leave at when we want to leave, because we don't want to pay extra for the event. So do I have any question? So this is Unattached Technology as a technology organization here in this city, and it's also deliberate to have partnered with somebody in this city, because I have friends. I have quite a lot of friends even outside Lagos. Everybody has friends outside Lagos who do this kind of thing, and because also running this show in Lagos simultaneously, I've been getting offers from Lagos people to say, okay, let's do this in Lagos and that's it. But this is where it all began from. So that's why we're working with Unattached Technology. I don't know if it has maybe a minute or two to just introduce Unattached Technology to us and what exactly they hope to achieve with our platform, maybe in 2-3 minutes, basically.
Yeah. Thank you once more and welcome. And it's an opportunity to meet the media team. I've always heard of Roy from afar, every other singing and every other person. So it's an opportunity to be involved with this kind of idea. Like I said earlier on, I'm Lekon from Data Technologies. I'm the team lead. Basically, we are into online solutions. We believe your customers are online. So we give you the technology, regardless of what you do. And give you technology for you to thrive on that digital platform. So that's what we do. So when we are friends, we've been friends, and we've been involved in some projects over the years. And when they came up with that idea, I just jumped on it because great minds think alike. So when they approached me and said, "This is what he's thinking," I'm like, "Wow, it's possible. You don't have to think about it. Let's do it." Like the team said, it's funny, but it's true. But in this particular instance, it's very, very possible. So we now said, okay, we brainstormed, we sat, and we realized that this thing is actually possible. Okay, let's give it some wings and just let it fly. So for the technology aspect, we're looking at, giving people a very, very seamless, user experience. Feeling, and when he said the ticket is going for that amount, we're happy. In our field, we provide solutions for each segment. So for him to, mark that particular amount, it has segmented a kind of, yeah. So we just said, okay, we now started brainstorming, and we have so many lovely features that we're introducing on it. Since it is a ticket that's going to be sold for just 100 people, we're thinking newsletters. Once they sign up, they have an account. So for those that can't pay once, can pay instrumental. We have their email address, so they can have access to exclusive updates and updates and events, updates and news. If at all there's a change or something is being added to, they have exclusive, feedback from it. They can chat. They also have access to view previous events. Some I know him, but not that much. Okay, let me go and read more about him. Let me go and so it has so many features. We can't wait to just let it out and the.
If you think that you want to just have that with us, it's been arrangement has been made for. Yeah, and I mean, people who are close to me know that because I'm also a media person, alright, I've also enjoyed the relationship, and even without this kind of gathering, I always make sure that at my events, the media are always getting invited. Even that I even go to deliver by myself and say, please. So and should the media houses here represented would also be, so we'll find a way, because there are no physical tickets and there's no way you can get a ticket without having to pay. So we'll find a way where we can generate tickets for the media houses here present, so that they also have exclusive access to the event and they don't have to pass their money or come to the venue and say, get Mr. Ray that will be all.
The media is powerful now.
I did introduce Joju. Joju is one of the manager of this facility that we're using. Joju, please tell us about this facility.
Yeah, good afternoon. My name is Unattached. So basically, I'm the bunker admin officer. So what we do at the bunker, we are co-work space, we have training or meeting rooms. Like this, the board so you can easily come here just to rent the place. Maybe you want to have a meeting with some people or some important people in the town. You don't want to do it in your office. And you need a private space to yourself, so you can easily come to the bunker. We have 6 branches: Ibadan, Abeokuta, Lekki, Yaba, Abuja, and Oyo. So, and if you are a monthly subscriber in one of the locations, you can easily make use of other locations without paying, because you are already a monthly subscriber in one of the locations. That's basically what we do at the bunker.
Yeah. So this is, if I ever schedule a meeting with anybody anywhere, this is always my meeting space.
How much is your monthly subscription?
We have 50,000 naira, we have 64, then we have, for the trading of it's varies depending on the hour, the minute, the time.
But you can also do daily.
Yeah, you can do daily. So okay, let me just break it down. For this space that we are currently using, is 26,000 naira per day. We have bigger hall, per day. So we have bigger hall that is 70,000 naira per day, and there is another one that is 130,000 naira per day. So depending on the total number of people that is coming for the.
How about co-working space?
The co-working space, we have 50 for some,
per month.
We have 60 for some per month, yes. Then we have 40 for some, depending on the place that you want to use.
So what I'm asking is, I don't want to use it this monthly. I just want to come in one day.
Okay, daily. Okay, we have 4,410 daily. We have 6,450 daily. Then 7,000 naira daily. With unlimited internet access, and you can come between 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday to Saturday. We open Sundays at times too, if you.
For service.
But
For service.